Hey guys, it's Jacqueline and welcome back to another speed build in The Sims 4. Today's video is yet another ridiculously priced family home because what else do I build ever? But yeah, today's video is also, by the way, inspired a lot by simlicy's save file, once again, because it's like the best save file I've ever seen. And sometimes during the video you might see if I like shift the screen, like right now, all of the houses that are in a row next to the one that I'm building, those are all by simlicy. She's on YouTube. She also obviously puts on all of her builds on the gallery, and she made a save file. So if you've never seen any of her videos before, I don't know why not. But yeah, she's an amazing builder, and I love her builds so much. And so this lot that I'm building on right now is empty in her save file, so I just like decided to build something on it basically. And also this was originally intended to be for a family that I'm playing through right now because I don't know, I'm actually doing gameplay for once in my life in The Sims, and I'm playing the Family Dynamics Challenge, which is by Solaria Sims, I think. I mean, it used to be Standing Simmer, Mariah, but I think now she's Solaria on YouTube, and also Janie Sims. I'm not sure if that's how you say the other person's name, but yeah. So that's what that's by. But anyway, my first generation family for that challenge is sort of getting too big for their starter house that they're playing in right now, or that they're living in right now that I've been playing in. So I was building them a new house, which was going to be this until I realized about halfway through it that this was probably ridiculously ambitious for like a second house, quote unquote, for like young Sims that don't really, it's not like they inherited a ton of money or anything that really allows them to have a backstory that would make sense for them moving into a place like this, because this is like pretty, you'll see it gets to be pretty luxurious, I guess. It's very stately in my opinion, but yeah. So this doesn't actually end up being for the Sims that I was imagining it for originally, but I do still decorate the bedrooms and all of that stuff to be so that they're fitting for that group of people. So I will sort of talk through the family later on in the video, maybe, I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, that's what I was originally building this for. I do think this is a really nice home though. It is 5 bedrooms, I believe. It's actually 4, but it has a basement because in the Family Dynamics Challenge you have, like, one of the goals is for your, or not one of the goals, one of the like storylines that you have to follow through is that your second generation heir lives in the basement of their family home until their parents die, and then they finally move out because they're like, basically they've gotten really attached to living with their parents. So that's why there's a basement, because I never put basements in builds ever, but today I did. And so that is happening, and yeah, that is pretty much it. So hopefully you enjoyed this build. But regardless, sorry that this is a pretty long video, by the way. I know that it's like 35-ish minutes. I mean, some of that is screenshots, by the way, so don't like worry about it too much. But yeah, I know it's pretty long for videos that I usually do. I know that some people really enjoy videos of that length. I tend to stray away from making super long videos. I don't know why. Fun story. Once I was listening to a speed build, and the person that was making it, I don't remember who at this point, but they said that they always try to keep their speed builds under 20 minutes, like even mansions and stuff, because like people just prefer to watch stuff that's under 20 minutes, and it stuck with me for the rest of my life. So yeah, I always try to keep my videos like relatively short, on the shorter side, but I know personally I kind of enjoy watching longer videos, so I don't know if that's very logical. I don't know, I think it's just down to personal preference, honestly. So hopefully you don't mind that the videos are too long. I know also some people just don't have time for it, you know, so it's kind of a toss-up, I guess. But yeah, that's just what's going on. But since everyone is, not everyone, but a lot of people are like social distancing and stuff right now for the coronavirus, probably some people at least have some time to watch it, maybe, I don't know. I definitely have time, but yeah, please be safe with that, by the way. Please try to do the social distancing thing also, especially if you're in the US, because it's really important. And like, I know a lot of people, like, I don't know so much about today, but like yesterday, because I'm a teenager and social media and stuff, everybody, you can see on like everybody's stories that they were like out with people. I mean, some people weren't, but there were a fair amount of people that were just like having large gatherings, I guess, because like there's no school and stuff, and so everybody's like, well, time to party. But like, you know, don't party, because we're all gonna die. Not everybody, but like, it's really bad for some people if they get it. Like, I know I'll be fine, and like all of my fellow teenagers will be fine, but like, you know, some people will not be, so you have to be careful, I guess. And yeah, I'm also already going a little stir crazy, I guess, because like, being inside all day, I'll tell ya, the thing is, it's kind of funny because like on week-long breaks from school and stuff, it's not like I really go out that much. Like, it's not like if this was ordinary circumstances, I would be going out all the time, because I don't. Like, I'm a very antisocial person and introverted, and I like don't tend to hang out with people that much, like, to be perfectly honest with you. I don't, like, it's not one of my favorite traits about myself, but it is true. But now all I want to do is just like hang out with people for some reason, or like just get out of my house. Honestly, like, I can go to the park, but that's pretty much it, and it's sort of a rough time. But I think it's also just because I have nothing to do right now, and like usually, especially from like breaks from school and stuff, we do get at least some homework and stuff to do. But we're supposed to be starting our like online lessons, quote unquote, on Wednesday, I think, for school, because where I'm in California, all of our schools have been shut down. So yeah, we're all doing online school right now. And also my county and a bunch of other counties are like on lockdown right now. So we're supposed to be like sheltering in place. So basically they were just like, don't leave unless it's essential, like don't leave your house. So that's not stressful at all. Lying, because it is stressful. But yeah, I don't know, it's all pretty crazy, but like I said, we're doing online lessons for school, and I feel like once that starts, I'll be like less about to go insane, because at least I'll have something to do all the time and like focus my energy on, you know. Right now, I actually just got a grade back for a math test, and I'm kind of like, because there's nothing I can do about it, because I can't go to school and like talk to my teacher about it, and I can't study excessively for like the next math test, because you know, what am I supposed to do? I don't know. But we got a lesson sent out for my Spanish class, or it wasn't really a lesson, but there's these videos that we watch in class called like Destinos. Oh my god, it's like a soap opera type of thing, except the whole point behind it is very clearly to like teach people Spanish. And yeah, so my teacher sent us the link to watch that online, and then like a form to answer the questions for it, which really can't wait to do that. I'm pretty sure that's gonna be what I'm spending a lot of my time on, for Spanish at least, because like, I don't know, how do you translate Spanish lessons into online? It's just because like in that class, and honestly a lot of my classes, like the stuff that we do in class is practice, so it's like just give us a bunch of worksheets to do, and that's just like, we might as well be in school anyway. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. But also, we got a form, like, attached with the email that she sent us the link for the Destinos in. We got a form attached, and this form, I don't know, because, I respect that my teacher doesn't really understand the Google Form system, okay? Like, I get it. You're not tech savvy, and it's fine. But there's a random section in the form. I haven't even watched the episode that we're supposed to be, like, answering the questions on yet, but I've looked at the form. There's a random section of it that's just in Latin, and there's no context. It's a Spanish class, okay? And there's a random section of it that's just, like, this whole blurb of stuff in Latin. I don't know what to say to it, like, what, you know? So, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure someone will point it out to her, and then she'll, like, you know, send us all an email being like, hola clase, this was the thing that happened with the random section of your question form that's in Latin. But we'll just have to wait for that to happen. I don't know, maybe I should say something to her, but I won't, because she doesn't like me. Yeah, for a lot of reasons. If you missed a fun story from like a few weeks ago, I think at this point, it's the same Spanish teacher whose classroom I spilled papaya milkshake all over. So, you know, I'm on thin ice with her right now, so I probably shouldn't aggravate her by asking questions about the random Latin in her form. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes, you know? Either way, I don't know. I think because all of the teachers apparently, like, met at school today to, like, discuss plans for converting all of their lessons to online stuff. So that's interesting. I don't know. I think the school is apparently, like, nobody's allowed to go in or out of it after tonight, so it's just a mess. Everything is going totally crazy, and it's really a disaster. But, yeah, I don't know. We will figure it out. I'm getting so bored already. Okay, listen, this is awful. I've watched one season of Grey's Anatomy today, like an entire season of it in one day, because I have nothing else to do. Okay, so also, if you have shows on Netflix that you like, comment them please, because I really need some to watch. I don't know. I am also like, I don't know. I don't want to like binge watch a bunch of shows because I'm gonna run out of stuff, you know? I've already watched Grey's Anatomy, like the whole thing through once. It took me a while, but yeah, probably won't take me a while this time because what else am I gonna do for days on end? It just like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like I was sitting in front, like just staring at the screen the entire time watching the season. Like obviously I was doing other stuff and I had it on in the background, but like I always keep TV on, especially when I'm like playing Sims or something. I always have like a musical on, or I have TV on, or a movie, or like a podcast or something, because I just can't with like, I can't have no entertainment going on that like stimulates my brain for some reason. I don't know why. It's really weird. Or like an audiobook, you know, something. But TV is probably going to be the thing that I watch a lot of, so that might not be the greatest thing ever for, I don't know, I feel like I really need to get outside, you know, and that's so atypical for like a teenager to be like, oh wow, I need some time outside, you know, but like I do. So we'll see how that goes. I'm planning on leaving my house tomorrow, oh boy guys, which like technically you're not supposed to, you know, but like they also, and like during the press conference thing where they said we're on lockdown, they said like you can leave to walk your dog and stuff, so I feel like it'll be okay as long as I just like go outside and stay away from other people and don't touch anything. So this whole thing is kind of wild and dystopian, and yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about it now because I feel like it's everywhere and we really don't need to discuss it any further. But anyway, this house, boy oh boy, was it a monstrous thing. I don't know. The sim that lives here, one of the sims, or that I was thinking was gonna live here, he's not actually gonna live here, really likes to garden, so there's kind of like a lot of plants in this house. Not like an overly excessive amount, although there is, once we get to the sunroom, you'll see there's like those hanging plants. Those are like all over the sunroom and it's huge and so pretty, by the way. I love the way they look when we get there, in case I forget to mention it. Oh, by the way, also, this backsplash that you see in the kitchen right now, I know the kitchen is ugly, I'm sorry. I changed the backsplash and I promise it looks so much better. I changed it to the backsplash that I end up using as the tiling in the bathrooms as well. So you'll see that once we do the bathrooms. It looks a lot better like that, I swear. And yeah, it's kind of, I don't know, I was having a hard time, honestly, with some of this. I think, for some reason, I always do this thing where I use the, like, brownish, beige-ish wallpapers. I know I don't know how to make them look good, and I know that, like, whenever I tend to use them, which is, like, frequently, they don't look good, but I just keep using them, and I keep thinking that I'll find a way to make them work. I don't find a way to make them work, and, you know, at this point, that's just what I expect, so I guess it's fine. It's fine. Oh my god, my life is so hard. But anyway, I'm planning on doing another build, like, probably tomorrow, for the family that I'm playing for the Family Dynamics Challenge right now, for, like, a more typical suburban house, I think, because the first generation theme is, like, white picket fence. So at first, I feel like this house was kind of a good idea, because it was, like, the perfect family home type of idea, right? But, it doesn't really give me white picket fence vibes, more like grand sort of estate, like along the same lines of like perfect family type of thing, but also I just think it's a little too fancy, and also I feel like it's not at all reasonable to, like, for storytelling purposes, like there's just no way that a couple, they're both young adults and like they've been working and like they got promotions and stuff, but also it's The Sims and you get promotions by going to like 20 days of work, so yeah, I don't think it's really reasonable for them to be able to live here. So they're definitely going to have like a cheaper house, I think, which I don't really know what made this one so expensive. It might just be the size of it, honestly, and like there's a pool, so that dropped up the price a lot, and the lot size and stuff. But I'm thinking that we'll go to Brindleton Bay and build them a suburban house there, just like a more typical, I mean, I'm gonna actually try to incorporate like white picket fencing into the house and stuff, but yeah, that's really what I have in my head more. But I am quite happy with the way that this build turned out. I think it could be fun to play in for sure, just not for the family that I was planning on playing in. But yeah, I also am like kind of proud of myself for how I made this fit into the surroundings, because like I said, I was building this based off of the other houses in this neighborhood in simlicy's save file, and her builds are so pretty, honestly. Like, I can't even explain it. I feel like if you just look at them, you'll understand. Like, she's so good at this game. Like, it's ridiculous. So, yeah, but the point is that, I feel like I really like the way that this house turned out, and I wouldn't have been able to pull it out of my head by myself, you know. Like, it really helped me to look at her houses that she did and sort of learn from them and the architecture and stuff. So that's fun. I don't know. I've been trying to figure out what my, like, style is that I'm really good at building in, and I don't know if I have one. Like, I might just be kind of mediocre at everything, because sometimes I feel like there's something that really, like, clicks and works. And sometimes I feel like while I'm building, I think it clicks and works, but in reality it really doesn't, and it's just a disaster. And then also, sometimes I'm struck with the realization that no matter how good I get, I'm always going to keep improving, and so there's really nothing I can do to, like, try to make my builds perfect, because there's no such thing as perfect, because it can always be better, and I can always be better at making it and stuff. So, that's my existential crisis for the day. But yeah, I don't know. The point is that I really like this house, and, yeah, I don't know. I also think the color scheme on it is really pretty. I don't know if anybody noticed what wood paneling I used on the outside. It's the one that I always use, because it's like a tealish greenish color, and I always use that wood, because here's the thing. Here's my, like, issue with it. I love it so much. The color is gorgeous. Everything about it is gorgeous, but it doesn't come in the swatch of wood without the, like, white column thingies that go on the ends of it. If you know what I'm talking about, like, they auto-place columns on the edges of the rooms, but the game, like, interprets that, so you can't really decide where they go or not. And it doesn't come in a plain swatch without the auto-placed columns, it only comes with them. And it's so annoying. It's, like, you don't understand how infuriating it is. Because there's no reason for them to do that. Like, they did not, I just don't understand why they would make it without, like, why they would make that color come with the column swatch, but not with the one that doesn't have the columns. It doesn't make any sense. And, like, I mean, I'm assuming it was just an oversight of some kind, because there's no reason for them to be like, mwaha, we're gonna take this beautiful color and only give it to you in the, like, siding one where it's really inconvenient to use, because, like, why would they do that, you know? I don't understand why they would do that to us. But yeah, it's just such a beautiful swatch, and I really like it. And yeah, also, by the way, the, like, other brick one that I'm using, it's sort of like a brown brick type of thing. I love that brick as well. It's so pretty, and I mean, it's new. It came with, I don't remember. It came with a free update pretty recently. I think it actually might have been the same one as the tile, and if it was the same one as the tile that I used in this build, then it was the Muslim-inspired update. But, yeah, I don't know. Either way, that brick is so pretty, and I just love the color swatches on it. I love the everything. So I really like the exterior of this build a lot. I don't know, the interior is still sort of questionable, but, like, overall, I'm just gonna stop tooting my own horn now. I'm just happy with the build. But yeah, this is the master bedroom, and there is a questionable lack of character in here, and the reason for that is that by this point I had realized that I wasn't gonna make my Sims move in here, so I was kind of just like, I'm just gonna make a generic master bedroom. But, do I know how to do that? No, because the key to anything that I ever build is, like, it has to have character to it, otherwise I just blank and I don't know what to put anywhere and, like, what to do. So, yeah, but the toddler room and the nursery I actually do sort of make with the intention of the characters that are in my family to live there, so, yeah. That's where this toddler room that we're working on right now, it's, like, crazy green, like, ridiculous explosion of green, which I love, by the way. I don't know why I chose green, but yeah. This sim is supposed to grow up to be, like, a geek. They're supposed to meet their spouse at GeekCon and, like, be obsessed with video games and stuff, and for some reason I really associate that whole, like, personality type with green, so ever since the sim was a baby, like, their nursery was green, so yeah, that's what's going on there. But I think it's a really cute room, and we'll see once I get into it. But I don't know, let me know if you think it's a cute room. Actually, don't tell me if you don't think it's a cute room, like, that'll just make me sad. Wow, I'm not helping myself here, am I? I don't know. 10 minutes left in the voiceover. I'm not 10 minutes, not more than 10 minutes, like 12 minutes. I'm stressing. I don't know, man. I think half the reason that I try to make my builds so short too, or my speed builds at least, is like I don't know how to talk for long periods of time. I'm so bad at it. So like, what am I gonna do now? I'm gonna ramble about random stuff. Clearly I'm not doing a very good job of rambling either. Let's see. I don't really know, man. Honestly, I'm just stressed. Like, everything feels very stressful right now, and like high stakes for some reason, and like, I don't know, politics. Oh boy, politics. Let's not talk about politics, but like, it's kind of an intense time in the United States right now for like a variety of reasons, but like, I feel like the fact that we now have a potential pandemic is not helping anything, and people really stress me out, and their ignorance really stresses me out sometimes, and then I get stressed out because I'm like, what if I'm the ignorant one? But I'm probably not, because whatever, it's fine, everything is fine. Let's talk about something else. Anyway, like I said, a lot of green in this room, huh? I don't know. That dresser has always annoyed me because it has like the green knobs on the white swatch of it, and I just don't understand why that's necessary. Like, it's not, you know, but it works in the green room, so it's okay. And then there's just like a robot head in here and stuff because, like I said, the kid is gonna be a geek, and I think that's really adorable. I don't know why I'm like planning this kid's personality when they're still a toddler. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But like, his name is Dexter, okay? That's just a geek name, so naturally he's gonna be a geek, and also it's written in his fate because the like Family Dynamics Challenge rules said so he must be. But yeah, I don't know, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. This is going to be a nursery, and this one is for a currently unborn child, but I think it turns out really cute in the end. And also, I have to remind you again and again, because I have nothing else to say, that the family that I was intending to move in here is not actually moving in here, so this still could kind of be like for a random sim. That's why there's sort of some like, I feel like it's sort of personality designed, but also babies don't really have personalities in the game or in real life, so it doesn't make a ton of sense for there to be a lot of character in here, but it's just a cute room, you know. I think this is pretty adorable. I might follow this, I don't know. The thing is, when I'm building the suburban house, like, I still did sort of design these rooms for the characters that I was imagining, so I might have to like sort of just use similar furniture and the same like design styles in the next house when I build the one that they're actually going to be moving into. So hopefully I do actually. What if I just like sit down and try to build one for them to actually move into and I just can't make one? I don't know. But I've actually been playing a lot of Sims gameplay recently. I don't know why. Something about the Family Dynamics Challenge, I gotta be honest, it's just very fun. And like the storyline behind it, I'm just really excited to be able to like get to new generations and stuff, because I don't do generational gameplay really, like, ever. Like, I don't know if I've ever played like a generation and then the next generation like with an heir. I don't think I have, because like it's just never really occurred to me. Like, I kind of just finish a family and then stop. And also, I always play on the long lifespan. I don't know why I do that, but like it's just always been my automatic like, oh, we're playing on the long lifespan, because that's what I did with my first sim. My first sim, by the way, was named Cassidy Michaels. I remember her fondly. Fun story about that. The first time I was like ever playing, like my first time playing the game, my very first save ever, my sim Cassidy Michaels killed herself by making grilled cheese, and it was so sad, and I didn't understand anything about the game, so I just kept waiting for the firefighters to come. There are no firefighters in The Sims 4, so poor me, really should have saw that one coming, but I didn't. So that's how my first sim died. And it wasn't even like fake sadistic of me, you know? It wasn't that thing where people like try to kill their sims. It was me genuinely like appalled that my sim was dying, because she was just lying there on the floor, and her like, you know, they have the little like cue bar of like things that they're doing. It said like death by fire on it, and I was like so shocked. I was like, oh my god, how can this be happening? My sim, this wasn't supposed to happen to you, Cassidy Michaels. But then I just exited without saving, and then she was reborn and got married to Travis Scott. I think that's his name. That's also like a rapper's name, right? Or some kind of musician, I think. But That's him in Willow Creek from the BFF's household. And I kept the cheese hair on him because I didn't realize at the time that I was like morally opposed to the existence of the cheese hair. Obviously now I do in fact realize that I hate the cheese hair and I would never keep it on him now. But at the time he did have the cheese hair, and my sim got married to cheese hair Travis and they had little babies. 2 toddler twins, which I'm exposing myself as like such a newbie to The Sims. I realize that because like my first time playing The Sims, they had twins, okay? Not twins, toddlers. Because that's how late in the game I came along, but like, it's fine. Everything's fine. Love the game now. Love it the most. I keep saying that like I play a bunch of other games. I really don't. I play Stardew Valley, and that's like basically it. Which, speaking of, by the way, oh my god, there are these 2 guys in my lit class that I was at like a group table with for a long duration of time, like 2 months or something like that, recently. Like basically since second semester started, I was at a table with them, and they were talking about Stardew Valley once, and like they were talking about playing it together, right? And I was like, oh, Stardew Valley? I know Stardew Valley. And so, idiot of idiots that I am, I started a conversation with them about Stardew Valley. But then they were like, oh, what other games do you play? And I was about to be like, yeah, I don't play any other games except for The Sims 4. So I was like, oh, just some games on Steam. And they were like, oh, what games? And like, you should play Stardew Valley with us. And I was like, oh, you know, like, that's not, no, thank you, no, I really should not. I don't want to do that. So that was a really awkward encounter. I don't know. They all just play video games. That's like most of the guys in my actually basically most of the guys in my entire school. They just play video games and talk about playing video games. One of them actually has a YouTube channel. I'm almost positive. I've heard them talk about it before. I'm pretty sure it's like 3,000 subscribers or something like that, which is kind of wild. I could never. I'm just sitting here with my like 100 subscribers like, hi, I make speed builds in Sims 4. Ugh, that has the most like pushing up your glasses nerd energy ever, but like I do, okay? It's what I do in my free time. I sit here and I play a virtual reality game. But I'm actually having a fun time going out and like doing stuff with my Sims now because I can't do it in real life because of the coronavirus. Haha, but not actually haha. It's scary. Be safe, everyone. But yeah, anyway, I don't know, the point of that whole story, what was the point of the story? I don't remember. Oh, is that I need new video games to play. So I don't know. I mean, honestly, like, do I want to spend money on more games? Probably not, based on the amount of money that I've already invested in The Sims 4. So maybe I should just get really good at The Sims. Maybe? I don't know. I have The Sims 3, but I keep, like, undownloading it. Is there a proper word for that? Offloading it from my computer? I don't know. I keep downloading it and then getting rid of it, from my computer because I don't know why, but I feel like just having it on my computer makes it run really slow. Like my computer as a whole, even when I don't have the application open. Because it's like a big game. Like The Sims 4 is a pretty big game, and my computer, I mean, it really tries its best. Like it really does to handle it, but like I play on a laptop. I have to do other stuff on here too, you know, so it's kind of having a rough time. But yeah, I sometimes download that one and play it occasionally, but I don't know. I've never really like gotten into it too much because the gameplay it's like deeper than The Sims 4, but also like I don't know how to build in it at all, and like I don't know. Like I said, gameplay is never really the thing that I mainly do, so I might have to like retry playing The Sims 3. But The Sims 4 is like my baby. That's the game that I play like out of the Sims franchise, and I know it's dumb because like objectively it is one of the worst games out of the franchise, considering like the resources that they have to be making it and stuff now. But still, it's okay. Everything is fine. I'm just gonna play The Sims 4 in my corner and ignore the screams of people that desperately want it to be a lot better, because like same, but also I don't know, just wait for them to like finish making the game and then we can critique it, because like they're always improving and stuff. But I feel like I'm reaching that point in the video that I always get to where I'm like preachy about how we should not criticize the game so much, because there's like always something that's getting better about it. But I don't know. Either way, I just like, I'm still really enjoying Tiny Living, by the way. Like that is such a good pack. And by the way, I did use the Murphy bed in the basement, which like I don't know why. There's no Sims going to sleep there, but like I figured that maybe it makes sense to have a guest room in the basement. Like, I feel like if you have guests over and you have a basement and you have a Murphy bed in the basement, you send the guests to the basement, right? So there's always a reason for a guest bedroom, Murphy bed, basement. Am I right? You know, every good house has to have a guest bedroom that's a basement with a Murphy bed. Obviously, that's the only way that you can have a good house. So I'm glad we got that straightened out. And yeah, now just there's like a garden area. There's a greenhouse also, which is literally just a roof that I put the glass stuff on and then like put some stuff in it. But the greenhouse is really pretty as well. And I know I talked through the sunroom, which was like a while ago, but that room is so gorgeous. I really enjoy it. So that's basically what's happening. But this sim is also like your founder sim, I guess, of the legacy is also supposed to be like really obsessed with gardening. That's her, or his or her, their, I guess, doesn't really matter gender at all. But that's their thing, is like cooking and gardening they really love, and they just want to like have a big, happy, successful lineage. So yeah, that's why there is a greenhouse in here, and also there's like the plots of planter boxes outside. But I actually also, for this generation, I need to make my sim have a cow plant, so that should be interesting, because I don't ever I don't do cow plants. I really don't. They've just never been in my radar in the game, so now I have to actually learn how to raise one of those and stuff. I don't know. Do they have needs, or do you just have to water them like a regular plant? I don't know. I guess I will find out. I don't really know. I know you have to like go fishing or something in a specific area to get the seed for the cow plant, but my sim does not fish, so I might just have to like sneaky get one off the gallery, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I feel like I'm faking it if I do anything else though, besides like actually obtaining it the way that you're meant to in the game. So yeah, anyways, we're coming to the end of the build here, so thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And you can, if you did, you can like and comment to let me know. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, if you just want to stick around, and you can click the little bell to be notified if you want to get notifications every single time that I upload a video. That is it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe in the wake of the coronavirus and stuff, and bye.